We help parents raise their kids to be Christ followers. I'm Pastor Dwayne, and today's topic is God chose you to be the parent of your child. God is a sovereign God. He's the one in charge. We often don't experience life like that. We're the ones making all the decisions, so it can seem like we're in charge. But God's word lets us see sort of behind the curtain. We see how God orchestrates things and His divine providence in all of it. Now, this fact may seem to apply to spiritual things like salvation or even tragedies like the death of a loved one, but it doesn't just work with the end of death, it also works with its beginning. God had a plan for you before you were born, and that plan includes the family that you were born into. So for some of us, God uses that to develop us and train us and grow us. For others of us, toughens us and brings us to a real need for grace in our lives. This concept applies to parenting as much as anything else. You need to know that God did not choose an expert to raise your child. God didn't choose your pediatrician. God did not choose your parents or the other people at church to raise your child. God has reasons for choosing this child for you. You may feel inadequate or not ready. It may seem like the needs of your child are beyond your abilities. You need to know that God chose you to love and train this child. He wants you to rely on Him. Someone else might rely on their own knowledge or their own strength, but God knew you would have to rely on Him and His people to support you and be there for you. It's always been in His plan. He chose this child to be the next leg in your legacy. So let this provide you with confidence. This child will both be there for you to love, but he's also going to be there to challenge you. Go to God, pray, read His Word, get involved in Christian community. Trust that God will use you to bring about His will in the lives of your children. God uses your desire to raise your kid right to get to your heart. Thanks for listening to me. Now take a moment and let Him speak to you. That's a wrap. What do you think, Card?